first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, his first throw of the game. Going to be intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Another tote for Etienne.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy.
That's complete, right around the 8. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 2.
Etienne will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game, but I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And look at this Raiders defense.
They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
On now to punt, Brad Robbins.
And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Purdy. Here's a diving catch right side. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, ETN. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The Raiders had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Throwing here, Purdy. A short one there to Freiermuth.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
Purdy now to throw.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimal level.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
He certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
With this size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down. But if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Third down and 10.
Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
This is brought in at the 21.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they almost push them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Purdy looking to throw. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
And they'll go again with ETN.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
A 54-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. It's always been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
First down.
Dragon 60. Ready.
They'll set up a throw.
That's complete to Wicks.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards on the play.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Being chased out left. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
2nd and 6. Flushed out right.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And his kick here is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. That's taken in by Ferguson.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. Just enough on it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Second half starts with a run by Etienne.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Purdy's throw taken in by Evans here.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Etienne up the middle.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
65 catch, 65. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing the out route and complete. That's counter. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Mustang 19. Go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Cockrell holds it in left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
10 for 11. 10 for 11. 79 Broncos.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Connor. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
They'll look to throw again.
Throw right side here taken in by Bateman.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 40-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zone.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. Then into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's good. 4-8. First and 10.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here's Purdy.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Throwing here, Purdy.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
Purdy now to throw.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Boye Mafe. And the Packers are right back in this football game.
At their own 11-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked by Cameron Bynum.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's a give to Etienne. And he's got it down to the 28.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Etienne.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Travis Etienne with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters, and this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Dixie Maverick.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brent, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
60 Bobcat, Mustang 19. Go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Chigakonkwo, 28 yards. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Packers 17.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy trying to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They got a yard on 1st, 2 on 2nd, and 3 here on 3rd. So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This from 54 yards away.
54-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league. And they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally